Thanks once again for joining. So let me introduce myself. My name is Anna. I'm CEO of Admitad, and today we're gonna discuss things about conversion tracking and attribution transparency, and we'll explain why we decided to do that and what we expect from you as well as our valued partners. So just like some rules, yeah. So you can use chat to ask questions. I have with me Kirill. He will help me with all your questions. So Q&A session will be in the end. You will get all the recordings, so no worries with presentation. And approximately, I think it will take 30 minutes, depends on your questions. So yeah, let's start. Just like I will not tell about Admitad a lot, at least if you joined, I think that you're aware of who we are and what we are doing. So we are the provider of performance marketing solutions. We have a platform and we try to connect partners with our brands in order to bring more orders for them. So let's see what's going on in overall. I think that you're aware of that, but if you don't know, Safari has significantly limited browser-based tracking methods, and Firefox has implemented changes to privacy. So in Firefox, for example, if we use browser-based integration with the client, which is one of the most popular one, we do not have ability to track the majority of orders. So Chrome also, with his updates of Privacy Sandbox, even though they rescheduled, it's still gonna happen someday. And unfortunately, in most cases, browser-based tracking as well placed inside the consent tool. That's why if the client says that I don't want to share any data, that's why we're gonna lose the order in that case because it will not be able for browser integration tracking in that case to track. So a lot of things going on for the recent years in terms of tracking. That's why for us it's a huge challenge as those who is like a leader in this field. That's why it means for us that we need to take some action. And here you can see that globally, yeah, like Safari, it's not the biggest one. Chrome is still taking the place, but both of them, their majority of browser usage globally. That's why it's a really challenge for all of us. And that's why we decided to introduce to our brands high quality integration. We call it inside hybrid integration. So what is that? So first is server to server. It means that we get the data direct from client server. That means that we will not lose any of the order just because, for example, GTM was blocked by ad blocker or by browser as well. So this is one thing. Other thing, if they have a mobile app developed one, which is very important because some of them, they have just like small app just to have it. They are not pushing it. So here we talk about in-app attribution, which is very important because clients get used to not pay for purchases in mobile apps, unfortunately. So this is the second thing that we want to. And additionally, we decided to still stay with browser-based integration just to be sure that we are not losing. So it's like, yeah, just to secure ourselves. So why high quality integration is important for publishers? I think there are, of course, kind of the same things, but the most important, this is about your revenue. This is about our revenue as well, because our revenue depends on your revenue. So it's unfair compensation. Yeah. So publishers, you are losing a lot, and this is not the thing that's supposed to happen. It's just wasted efforts and resources. In some of the cases, you can give it a try to start working with campaigns, see zero results or just small results, but in the end, it's just like run integration. Results can be much better. So it's just waste of of your time. Yeah. And of course, damage trust and relationship between everyone. Publishers complaining about that they have lost orders or untracked orders. Then we complain. They complain. They think that it's because of us. We complain to the brand because it's the brand who's responsible for the tracking solution. So it's complicated. And the benefits of that conversion tracking compliance that we introduce is that advertisers, they can first accurately measure the campaign that they launch with us or with any other network, because they will see how much the affiliate channel brings them. Yeah. Then optimize marketing budgets. Because of that, they can make the right choices. And loyal publishers community. Publishers satisfied means that they will be happy to continue work with the brand and to bring like to have this kind of like long-term cooperation. For publishers, we've already discussed, yes. So and for the networks, it's all about transparency for each of us. It's not a secret, yeah, that advertiser receives the order, publisher receives the commission, network as a platform also receives commission based on publisher's one. So we all in one boat, let's say. Then what we are going to do, how we're gonna work with that. We decided that we're going to introduce loss adjustments and implementation. It means that after the date, I think, we decided to do that in June 2025. After this data, we will start to let's say, to invoice additionally the clients. And of course, you will see these adjustments in your report. So it will be additionally added to your reporting for those clients who still decided not to move. Of course, even though we're trying to move them all, it still takes time, and let's be honest, it's also expenses for advertisers. If we're talking about huge companies, for them it's not a problem. In majority of cases, they integrate with this to us. Here we're talking about mostly medium brands, and for medium brands, for them it's additional costs. So it takes time, but we started it in December, and we are moving, so we have plenty of time for them to do so. So publishers, they will receive compensation aligned with expected tracking results. So we try to separate according to each of the client, depending on what type of integration do they have. For example, if we know that I will not get into details. The idea is to forecast the loss according to the platforms, according to the browsers where we lose. So we'll try to forecast this and add this additionally to invoice of the client to cover this loss. And honestly, we do not want that to happen. And we also communicate very openly with the clients that we want them to move. So this is just a tool, because we don't want to continue to work like it was on like this whole sphere, like affiliate marketing, partnership marketing. It was built long time back like that. So clients get used to work like that. And of course, they will find option to integrate with other networks who is not started to support this kind of, let's say, quality integration. But it's still something that needs to be changed. So we don't want that to happen, but in the end, this is the only way that we have. So for us, it's kind of a tool to make these changes happening on advertiser side. So this is for us to move them to, they will say that they don't want to pay and etc. And then they'll just, okay, I will integrate. I can see that my loss adjustments is much more rather than I will invest in the reintegration. So that's the whole idea. So what we're doing now, we're transitioning clients to new integration standards. It's all a process, as I said. It's not easy, but we're trying our best, and we are providing them technical support in all questions. We are trying to educate them, to show them cases, how much in the end we are losing, and then we're gonna improve our UX, UI, and platform, so you can easily understand how the client is integrated, how much you are losing there, and just like this kind of experience will be upgraded, because for now it's very complicated to understand whether the client's integrated in the correct way or not. And just like we'll continue to improve our technologies, because we have some plugins that can be the same as S2S. So we're working on it in order to move more clients, especially a smaller one and medium ones, to the right integration. And this is just like what's soon to be expected. So we'll start with digest. So soon it will be dedicated newsletter about best tracking offers and newly added. So we'll start to highlight, this is also one of the things that I wanted to highlight. This is, even though this is not about like us to us integration, but this is also why we started to work with new generation promo codes. It's where the order is tracked based by coupon instead of the link. That's why here we cannot lose the order just because of GTA blocked, or some things. So this is also available now in your HQ, in your platform. So if you will open catalog, you will see that there is catalog of affiliate link. There is also take ads catalog, and also new generation promo codes that you can apply to work with. We're working to make it more accessible in terms, because usually these promo codes, they have also moderation and etc. But I think there will be more and more advertisers and brands who provide us this kind of promo codes, because this is also one of our main initiatives for this year. And also not because it's really very easier to work with, but also because we believe that this can be kind of like adjustment for our strategy in order to improve conversion tracking. And there's some cases. Honestly, when we started this kind of integration, I was thinking that it's up to 30%, but I was very surprised, because in some cases we can see up to 70% increase of orders. So it depends, of course. In some cases we have only small change up to 10%. It depends on a lot of factors, but it's in the end the increase. So here you can see some results, that just numbers that of real examples. that we already see. So it's a real game changer. We can see more clicks, we can see much more orders, and one of more important things that I want to share, and just like trying to encourage you, is that when you choose the advertiser, the brand to start cooperating with, usually we think about commission. So that's of course we pay attention on like CPC. It depends on in which network what kind of information is provided, like later CR, but like maybe pay terms. But in the beginning, the first is just like commission, and you can receive, I don't know, 7% of commission, but it can be bad integration. While in other network, it can be better integration, but maybe a little bit lower commission, or maybe the same. So the thing is that now, because the whole industry gonna change sooner or later, we started sooner. I hope that other networks will also join and will start to work, because in the end, it's not going to work if there will be no changes here. So I mean, like it will be worse and worse in terms of the results and ROI. So please, when you choose the advertiser to start working with, and you compare the networks, try to ask the advertiser or maybe your manager how they integrate it, because it really matters, and you can receive higher rate, but then you will lose 50% of your orders. Or one more thing is also about attribution. There's also a huge topic on that when the clients, they validate order based on GA, for example, when in GA, in majority of cases, they have incorrect attribution. That's why they decline a lot of orders that's supposed to be paid, just because they identify it as organic. So it also one of the issues that we have, and we started to work with that, but it's not about this topic. Choose wisely. And how to overcome tracking issues. Of course, now we are kind of like a bad guys for some brands, because we just like, hey, let's move. You will have lots of adjustments and etc. And it will be very helpful if you as a partners will start to ask these kind of questions, when you will also advocate for transparency, will push the brands with reintegration, if you can, and talk about it. So share with your friends who is maybe working in the same industry, because this topic's supposed to be discussed, and this topic's supposed to be highlighted, because I believe that in our in current time is just like the time for changes, and it's like now or never. Then also share data and insights. So if you found some interesting cases, or if you can see that you made tests and it's not tracked, please share with us, because that will really help us to faster. You can record all that info, like your tests, and we will send it directly to the clients, and that will be additional push for them, because they will see that even partners, they make tests and provide the data and they are dissatisfied. Maybe that will help them to think that they're gonna lose in the end. Because usually advertisers, they believe that they are the only one, that they do not have any competitors, and that publishers will also work with them, whatever it takes for them. So promote success stories if you have any, share platform tools as well, and advertisers with reliable tracking in terms of prioritization. As I said, choose wisely, start to think about conversion and start to think about tracking and then the commission. And I guess that's it. I think we can go to Q&A session.